Let me use a farming analogy that I heard recently. In many places across the world, it's normal for shepherds to use fences to control the movement of sheep, to restrict their liberty. But there are still some parts of the world where fences are not used. Wells are used. The shepherd sinks a well that brings up such fresh water that the sheep, when they get the taste of that water, they never wander too far away from that well. If you have a good well, you don't need fences. Churches or ministries that use fear to control people's behavior have had to start using those fences because the water coming from their well doesn't taste good enough to keep their folk from turning back to the world. That's usually because their gospel is so leavened with the old covenant that each week it is effectively pointing people to themselves and demanding that they do more for God, rather than pointing people to Christ and what He has done as sufficient for all their needs. The problem with a message that points to you is that that's the same water being served from all the wells of this world. Monday to Saturday, this world is saying to people, your life doesn't measure up. You need to do more, earn more, achieve more, buy more, in order to save yourself from being separated from real life. And then they go to church on Sunday looking for living water, and they get the same earthly message, dressed up in scriptural clothes. It usually sounds like, here's 7 things you need to do to live the Christian life. The problem with always telling your children that they need to do better is that what they're actually hearing every week is, you're not good enough. You're not good enough. What that message does to believers is to speak to them as if Christ and Him crucified changed nothing, certainly not them.